Let's talk about the stuff I've been loving. I do have a list for a monthly favorite stuff that I've been loving for the past month. I know I'm so late. April is already about to be we're almost there, right? At the end of April, but I put that list aside because Sephora sale is around the corner. I believe the early Rouge access is already like over, I think maybe today, and the sale is open for everybody very, very soon. So I thought let's just refrain to just Sephora favorites, but I wanted to do the video in the same style as my other stuff I've been loving or monthly beauty favorites video, where I just refrain to the best. I do have a couple of honorable mentions. Oh wait, I have only one. I'm sorry, I only have one honorable mention, but because I've been like constantly using that product non-stop for the past month, and it is available at Sephora, and if not now, when, right? So yep, let's get right into it. I'm a little excited because of how little I have very few things I have. I want to talk about the powder that just creates magic on everybody. That is the Hourglass Ambient Lighting powder in the shade Radiant Light. This is the darkest shade that they offer, and without this, I'm nothing. My skin is nothing without this. I have to say, my makeup is nothing without this. I will never step out of the house without this product on. This is just gives the beautiful airbrushed, just somebody actually saw me put this on the skin, when I was making a video, and they was like, I was able to see that distinct difference in the video, how your skin transformed from just regular skin, normal skin, which is also good, to that airbrushed magazine kind of smooth, velvety, semi-matte look. If you want that magic, this is it. They do have the same shade in the travel size as well. This is like $50, I think, the full size, and the travel size is like 22 or something, or 25, something like that. Definitely try that travel size if you haven't tried this product yet. So yeah, it's a must have, guys. It's a must have, and this lasts so long. This is a finishing powder, not a setting powder. I don't set my sunscreen with this or anything. I use a actual like a good, it's not a heavy duty powder, but the Laura Geller's baked powders, I use that to set my sunscreen, and then I put on blush and highlighter, and then after, like, this is like the very last touch. After everything, I've done everything, I put this on, and it gives like just brings everything together. I don't have products sitting here and there. It just like pulls everything together. It is a must have. All right, cheeks, because I can't stop looking at my cheeks. They are so cute, but this is a disappointment because Sephora doesn't have this anymore. This is part of their Sephora collection, so I guess this is an honorable mention, you could say that. So we do have a couple of honorable mentions. So this is, I don't know if Sephora is planning to bring this back or not, but Sephora is so dirty. Look at that, so filthy. I've been using both the products like crazy. This is part of the Clean Velvet Cream Blush Palette. I checked it last month. It was not available. I believe it's just sold out. This is very similar to Danessa Myricks' those single blushes. That's probably why I did not get hers, because I have like two palettes for like 8 very different shades of very similar formula. It's like cream. So when you take it out, it's cream, and then it just stays on the, blends into the skin. And look at how pastel that shade is, but look how pigmented it's on the skin. I'm really not sure if this is available or not, but I had to give it a shout out because I've been using both the palettes. This is the light version, and the Velvet Cream dark version is this. These shades are like insanely deep. Look how deep that is. Look how deep that is. That is crazy. I've never seen a blush that deep. Oh my gosh. Insane pigmentation. I have to be a little careful with the darker palette because it, like I said, it has some seriously deep blushes. I can definitely use this like a blush contouring just under there. Look at that. See that contouring right there. Oh, do you see how it transformed my cheeks? There you go. It's insane. I hate that this palette is not available, but check if this palette is still unavailable or not, because last month I checked it was not. So I guess if it's not, this is an honorable mention. But in general, for cheek products, blush and highlighter as a palette, I would always suggest get it as a palette. You're saving some money and you get everything together in one. Everything is easy, to be honest. Buying blushes separately is singles, and I'm past that phase. I'm past that phase, to be honest. I'm gonna recommend Nars. I'm gonna go with Nars. There are other brands that come out with great products. That Pat McGrath is actually quite consistent with her cheek products, but the only downside for me personally is they are powder products. For me, on the skin, these are a win-win, because the baked gelée, Nars comes out the baked gelée products, like they've been coming out with that for the past 2 years. All of their cheek blush palettes have all of them have been baked gelees, and their price is $59, and then you get 6 products. The thing is with Pat McGrath, I would say, is, like I said, it's powder, right? But for baked gelée products, they give that silky, like creamy kind of finish on the skin, but at the same time they are powder products, right? So they're easy to apply as well, and they're not tacky on the skin at all. You don't have to worry about if it's a cream, is it going to be tacky or not. So that's why I always side with baked gelée. It's stunning on the skin. The powders make your skin look and feel like silk. That's like Nars's products are insanely good. There's also Natasha Denona's, but hers is not consistent. I think even with eyeshadows too, for the most part they're consistent, but sometimes she does have some misses. For her latest palette was just a total miss for me. So I like her products, but sometimes they're hit or miss. And Pat McGrath is powder. I prefer baked gelée, so that's why I'm always like siding with the Nars. I don't know if this palette is available, because they have so many limited edition palettes which are truly limited edition, and they're just like leave after that season. This star palette came for the holidays. I don't think it's there, but they do come out with a palette every season too, so they're always consistent. Great blush highlighter products. If you're in the market for like all-in-one cheek palette, look at Nars. Look at Nars's direction for sure. So there's that. Let's talk about eyeshadow. Eyeshadow is tricky. There are a lot of brands, guys, on Sephora. It's so good, but matte shadows, there's nothing so far for me. So this is a very personal opinion, but I do think in a way it's objective too, because I've tried so many palettes, so many formulas. Nothing comes close to Viseart's mattes, guys. Nothing has blown me away like Viseart's matte. Pat McGrath is great, but not Viseart matte. It's not a Viseart matte at all. So yeah, if you're in the market for mattes, a matte, I would say shop for strictly speaking matte palette by itself, to be honest. If you really want to nail your eyeshadow looks, look for a matte palette from Viseart, and they have this like very all-encompassing palettes. The Grande Pro usually is like it covers most shades that you may want, and even if there are missing, what's gotten into me, even if you feel that some shades are missing, you can mix and match. They mix like a dream. They don't turn muddy. They last forever. The shade what you see is exactly what it looks on your skin. So I can't say enough good things about Viseart mattes. And there's not, like I said, I haven't like seen as good as Viseart. Yes, Natasha Denona I would say is good, creamy, blendable, yes, but doesn't stay like this as a Viseart eyeshadow would on my skin. It just like disappears in an hour. I'm not exaggerating. It disappears in an hour. It just like blends away altogether. And for Pat McGrath mattes, also good, but not nearly as good as Viseart. There's no comparison for when it comes to matte. And hands down Viseart. Like there's no contest, to be honest. Yes, there's better marketing, but objectively eyeshadow speaking of like the quality of the mattes, it's Viseart. It's there, nowhere else. If you want to look, just like I'm raving about mattes, I've never been blown away by their metallics. They're good everyday, like very pleasing to the eye metallics, but they're not like crazy metallics, to be honest. And when it comes to metallics, I kind of like them a little crazy. So I'm gonna name Danessa Myricks is this palette, guys. This is on the expensive side, 100 plus. I think this is 120 or something, 125. Yes, they're all like multi-chromes. If you're a little shy about multi-chromes, there are some like these two are not that insane. They're like kind of like oh wait, they're not insanely like bright. This especially not insanely bright, but yeah, they are very vibrant. But these metallics stole my heart this year. And like towards the end of last year, I'm still not bored of this palette. I'm still like, every single time I use this, I'm like, wow, wow, how incredibly creamy, how pigmented. She did such a good job. I think still for me, the palette of the year so far, like what we're in, like last year the palette of the year was this, and I only bought this palette, I think. I only bought this palette last year, and that was like towards the end of the year. And this year I haven't bought any. Oh, hang on, this contour is coming in strong. Just blending it out. So yeah, it has also eyeliners, which can also be used as eyeshadows as well. And my only so shade is this and this. The Sting, these are not multi-chromes. They are just like metallics. I think meant for like as a topper, or I use them as inner corner highlighters, and they don't really last that long, these two, for some reason. But these, everything else, the staying power is so good. And if you're looking for not multi-chromes, if you're just like dead against multi-chromes, right? If you don't want multi-chromes at all, you just want good metallics, I'd say look for Pat McGrath. Her metallics are like so good. So good. Like I'm talking about Viseart level mattes, equivalent of metallics, I would say is Pat McGrath metallics. She has so many different finishes, and every single one of them are like chef's kiss, like 10 out of 10, amazing. But her palettes usually come with like mattes and metallics together, but I'm just saying my observation. So we've figured out blushes, highlighters, and the very last category is lips. I have only one product, and I still haven't faltered. This is one. Oh wait, I do have another skincare, guys, for lips, but we'll just get to it. One product for the lips would be Tower 28's lip jelly, guys. There's nothing. There's no competition. There are amazing things, but no, for me, Tower 28 lip jellies are so freaking insane. Staying so incredibly, like, I mean, they don't stay on forever. They're just like lip jelly, so so that's why I stopped myself. Insanely moisturizing. They nourish the skin even after the lip gloss wears lip jelly, because they're not actually lip gloss. They just sit on top of the lips, which is amazing, because if you see what I mean, it just like gives you that airbrushed, there's no lines. You don't see any lines of my lips. Look at that, I'm smiling and still you can't see any lines in my lips. It's like a lip filler without no tingling sensation. It's not a lip plumper. The formula is just fantastic. That's it. So simple, right? The formula is just fantastic. Like I said, incredibly nourishing. Even after the lip jelly wears off, It's so damn moisturizing, and like I said, it just fills your lips in. You don't see any lip lines. It just so stunning, and the shine is insane. The shine is insane. This is like a full-on shine, but even after it like wears off, the shine on the lips is so beautiful and so subtle. I just like, I can't go on. I've said enough, to be honest. Just one. Okay, last but not the least, but after this I have just like one more like honorable mention. This is a Jack Black lip balm. This is a mineral, not sorry, not mineral. This is a chemical sunscreen, SPF 25. But I would love for a mineral lip balm. But when it comes to lip balm in general with SPF, it's a little hard to find them. This works for me, so I'm just sticking with this. It's so incredibly moisturizing and just so nourishing that I'm even tempted to put this at nighttime, but I'm always reminded that this is a chemical sunscreen. You don't want this when you're not in the sun. But I love it. My kids use it too. They love all the different flavors they come out with. I like forever will be using this. Lovely, lovely, amazing. Last is this beauty. I'm so excited. I'm not sure what I'm saying, but this stunning beauty is KVD Super Brow Pomade. It's just called a long wear pomade. That's it. This called a 24-hour super long wear pomade. You can use it on the eyebrows, eyeshadow. I think that's it. And this is made in Canada, and they come out with so many different shades. The shade in Walnut is beautiful on the eyebrows. I have that, and I also every now and then I use it, alternate between Anastasia's Brow Wiz, or what is it called, I don't know. But this shade is a life-changing blue. Life-changing blue. My spirits lift up every single time I wear this, and because it is supposed to be a long wear cream base eyeshadow, I just use it as an eyeshadow by itself, or an eyeliner too. Because I have hooded eyes, I might as well just put it on as an eyeshadow, because the transfers here, and then I have to properly connect it to this eyeliner wing. It's a little complicated, so I just might as well just put it all over my lid and just be done with it. So, and I do love it. It just like brightens up the face. The staying power is amazing. I would absolutely repurchase this for sure. But look for other shades. For me, I love Walnut and this shade. These are the two shades I have and I love. I do have like the green shade, but I feel it kind of like the green kind of fades. It's not as vibrant as the blue. The blue just stays vibrant. So that is it, guys. I know I promised only very few products, but I've been here like for 20 minutes now, and it's time to say bye-bye, and I will see you guys very soon.